does mean that Manchester United failed to go above Manchester City. They could have gone above them had they won the match tonight, but they're now equal on points with their Manchester rivals, and does mean that they failed to close the gap to 6 points to Arsenal ahead of the match where they face each other at the Emirates on Sunday. And of course, Casemiro picking up another yellow card in the match tonight means he will now miss what could potentially be a crucial game at the Emirates on Sunday. As for Crystal Palace, they picked up a point tonight. They couldn't go any further in the table, so they remain in 12th place now on 23 points. But as we...
Yeah, it's clear. It's a disappointment because it was so short before time. We are leading, we are 1-0 up, we are winning this game. And I think there was also no signal that it could be the other way around. And yeah, then a free kick. And yeah, that can always happen in a free kick. It's an unlucky moment. But what I say, I think we had to score the second goal.
Were you disappointed with that equaliser, with the stoppage time you had?
No, you can't almost anymore react. But we had a good chance even after it. I think 2-3 opportunities and a big chance with the corner, Bruno Casemiro. So we had opportunities then still to win the game. But it's clear when 2 minutes before time, when the equaliser is there, then it's less time to react.
It was a beautiful equaliser, hard to stop that. But another blow as well at the end of this. No Casemiro now for a vital game against Arsenal. Have you got the courage and convictions to come back and pick yourselves up for such a big encounter now?
Oh, I'm sure of that. This team and this squad is resilient, and we will do that. And we have also won our games without Casemiro. I think the last game against Arsenal, we beat them without him. But it's clear, it's a good point. It's a fantastic player for us. And he's one of the players who is now responsible for the position where we are in. So we will miss him, but we can, in our squad, we have players who can fill that gap.
It's fine margins, isn't it? But did you think McTominay should have got a penalty? It went to VAR. It's not clear and obvious.
Yeah, it's about the ref. It's about the VAR. So you have to accept that. And it was a good break. It was a good opportunity. It would have been the 2-0 and game over.
It was an opportunity to go second, but still going third ahead of Newcastle United, who've had such an incredible season. Your first time that you came to Crystal Palace was last season for the last game of the season. Can you tell us how proud you are of this journey, and are you still in the title race?
Proud is, don't think the right word. We are in the season and we are halfway today. So I think we are in a position where we want to be. We are fighting for a lot of games coming. We have to be ready and we have to take the lesson. For instance, I think we make a great goal, 1-0 up, and you have to kill the game by scoring 2-0.
Thank you so much.
At this point, it did feel as though Manchester United were fully deserving of the lead. How did they create this goal?
Yeah, it took them a while in the first half to get that opener, but I think based on the half-time that we saw, they were probably worthy of a 1-0 lead. We mentioned Weghorst in the first half, and this run that he made took both defenders with him. It was a great bit of run, just leaves that space for Fernandes, and he takes a touch. He does well because he can panic, he could hit it first time. He realises he's got time, and he takes his touch and plants it in the back of the net, which changes Ten Hag's team talk at half-time. And I just felt that as soon as Crystal Palace scored the equaliser, Manchester United showed that they had other gears, they could have gone on. And we spoke as well, Jules, you mentioned a stat that Manchester United have not conceded any points from a winning position. And you could see that in the second half, started bringing off a few attacking players, bringing on defensive midfield players, tried to really shore it up as opposed to going for the second goal. But obviously that backfired in the end. Yeah, and then the equaliser came in stoppage time. Crystal Palace didn't have a great deal of chances throughout the match, but they made this one count.
Yeah, Man United restricted them, but this was a fantastic free kick. I literally said, what's he doing? Because he put it in the box because I didn't think he could score from there, but he proved me wrong. It's a fantastic free. Had to be something good to beat David De Gea this evening. Fantastic form, but the wall's small. Me and Michael were talking about that is a small wall, but you got to give credit to Elise. Even if they had a big wall, I think the accuracy and the way it dips and hits the crossbar, it's a fantastic free.
Do you mean in terms of the height of the players in the wall?
Yeah, small wall and nobody lying underneath it, which we've seen a lot of time as well. The only thing, and people that watch this show would have heard me saying it before, and I'll say it again, I don't for the life of me know why teams put their wall on that side of the goal. It's the short way to goal where he's going. You see De Gea, as the ball's going, he's looking around the wall.
So you think the
giving
wall...
2/3 of the goal up there.
So where you think the wall should move?
If the wall goes on the other side, De Gea goes 2 yards to the left.
It's a harder free kick.
It's a harder free kick, and it's a longer way to go to that far top corner as it is to the near top. You've got lots more time as a goalkeeper. It's a short route. You've got no one lying there. You've got a tiny wall. And you've got De Gea peering round it, giving 2/3 of the goal up. I just think you make it...
I've never heard that, Mike.
But
I'm going to start using that. That's it makes sense, though. It is right, because if you're moving it there and De Gea's here, it's a harder free kick to get over.
Look at him. And he's giving away 2/3 of the goal.
No, you're right. You are right.
And he's making it a shorter distance from ball to goal by letting him go for that near corner. And I'm not blaming every team seems to do it. Yep. So... Yeah. Obviously, I'm wrong, but I just can't for the life of me.
I don't know if you are wrong. I'm going to get that out there. I'm going to get that out there.
When you're done with this TV luck, maybe you could go into set piece
coaching. I'm sweating now. I'm angry about it because it happens all the time. I just don't know why.
It's hot in there, mate. Don't worry. You're not sweating because you're angry. It's hot.
Well, we talked about the chances that Crystal Palace had late on, that Wilfried Zaha one, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But Casemiro has this ridiculously good chance to get a win.
And I'm pretty sure if that was a centre forward, he'd have that sort of anticipation and knock it into an empty net, but just wasn't there.
You've missed a few like that, Clinton, haven't you?
No chance. Absolutely no chance.
If it was him, he would.
If it was me, Michael even said it.
We were rubbish. We were rubbish.
That was the best. I knew I was waiting for that, Jules.
What a chance that was. Let's take a look at the one that Wilfried Zaha had. With it, to be honest, more than anything, this is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who we all think had a pretty good 90 minutes tonight overall. But this challenge late on, Wilfried Zaha is through on goal tonight. Does it just give you that little bit of extra that you want to put in an even better performance?
I think it does, yeah. And I think when the team sheets came out and Wilfried Zaha saw that Wan-Bissaka was going to be marking him in that game, he would have been thinking, oh no, because no player wants to play against the likes of Wan-Bissaka. His problem, obviously, is on the ball, is going forward, but he's improving that all the time as well. But as Clinton says, that was Wan-Bissaka to a T. That is the best part of his game, that late lunging tackle where he almost sweeps his leg around. And we could see it coming. And Clinton's right, if he takes his first touch across him, he takes Wan-Bissaka out the game straight away. He doesn't give him that chance to make a last-ditch tackle. But he played well. And in fact, Zaha, after he was during the first half, he switched sides. Yeah. He was getting no joy out of him. And not many wingers do get joy out of a Wan-Bissaka. But as I say, from Manchester United's point of view, you need your full-backs to be brilliant at the back, but going forward as well. And that's slightly where he lacks.
We saw a moment ago that the opportunity that Casemiro had to win the game for Manchester United in the end. Scoring goals isn't the main part of his game. Being in that midfield, he has been absolutely crucial to everything Manchester United have done well, particularly since the return after the World Cup. He picks up a booking, and I think all Arsenal fans around the world will have been jumping for joy because it means he misses the game against Arsenal at the weekend. But Man United fans will be thinking, why? Why did this have to happen?
Yeah, I'm gutted because you want to see the best players playing in that because that's going to be a hell of a game. I think he doesn't know what's behind. He doesn't have to make that tackle. I think he's thinking, we've lost the ball. It's Wilfried Zaha. He's one-on-one with me. He goes past behind him. And I still think Zaha's got a lot to do, but it's instinct in that position, and that's what Casemiro does. It's an instinct. That's what he does. He broke up loads of play today. I thought he was outstanding again, and he just lunges, and he deserves that yellow card. But I'm absolutely gutted, and you can see his manager's gutted, thinking maybe I should have took him off early. But you can't take him off early. The game's 1-0. still in the knife edge there. You can't take him off. So I think he's just got to be more sensible next time he makes that tackle.
You can see the reaction from Erik ten Hag. You can see the reaction from Casemiro, who knows exactly what it means. And I think Bruno Fernandes is one of the first players to go over to him after that as well. And you can see them almost having a conversation about it. How much of a loss will he be in that Arsenal game?
Yeah, massive loss. I mean, you get away without Casemiro in certain games if they were playing at home to somebody next, you know, a team outside the top 4 or 5, then, you know, it's not so bad. But when you play against the big boys, when you play against the best teams, you have to have absolutely everybody, all your best players, fit and ready to go. And that is a massive blow. They all knew it. He shrugged his shoulders as if to say, I couldn't do anything, but he could have. I think Clinton's right. He could have. I don't think it was, you know, Varane was behind him. It wasn't an absolute last ditch. And Ten Hag, you saw his reaction as well. So, yeah, that's one of the, I mean, it was a bitter blow. That last 10 minutes was a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
They lose one of the best players for a big game and they concede a goal, lose 2 points. And Clinton's right, you can't bring him off. At 1-0, it goes to show they went and equalised. You can't risk bringing him off. So, yeah, a disaster 10 minutes for Manchester United.
Now, from the Manchester United camp, here's Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno, how tough is that to take? Does it feel like a really missed opportunity?
No, as I said before the game, we knew it was pretty tough to play here. We could even lose the game today, so I think we're not happy with the draw. We had our chances. We should took our chances before, closed the game, but we didn't, and they had a great goal at the end. So nothing that we can do now. We just have to look forward. 1 point away. Obviously, we wanted 3 points every time. Today was not possible, but we have to look forward and go for the next one.
Do you think that's what cost you all 3 points tonight, not taking your chances, as opposed to the actual late goal from Crystal Palace?
No, I think we had our chances, as I said. We could have closed the game, but we didn't. We missed them, or sometimes we miss one pass more, or the cross was not good enough, the pass was not good enough, and sometimes it happens. They had that opportunity. Amazing goal from them. Nothing to say. As I said, 1 point. We are not happy with that, but we have to look forward now. Other games are coming, so we have to understand that we're still doing good things. Grab on that and understand what was the problems today to don't do it in the next one.
How convinced were you that you should have had a penalty?
I don't know. On the pitch, it seems that Scott gets into the ball and the guy from Crystal Palace tried to tackle him, and the referee said it was not a try to tackle Scott or whatever, but decisions can go either way. So we can't be worried about that now. It's gone. Nothing that we can do about that. So as I said, look forward to the next game because it's a big game again. Another one that we wanted 3 points.
And is it the same as the winning run? You've got to forget it about. It's gone. Now let's start the next run.
Yeah, it's always the same. Either way, the result, we have to think every game in the same way. So we go now for the next one. Really disappointed with the result today, but we know that it's close. The next one, so we have to prepare the game. It's not too much time to prepare it and to recover. So we have to put our focus straight on that.
Tonight in terms of offence after some really strong performances but without reward, especially against Chelsea. How proud are you of the mentality of your team, because they never let their heads drop and their determination all night was clear to see against one of the title contenders?
Yes, it was quite really tough, and we knew that we will be tested today because of their form. They're playing well, they're scoring goals, and they play with a lot of confidence and quality, of course. So today we knew how challenges the game will be and how tough and hard. It was important for us is to compete and to stay into the game. And, they had one of the best goalkeepers, how we said, in the league, who makes some really important save, and we managed to keep our confidence, our discipline, and even when we were going through those difficult periods, we never give up. And this is a really positive sign for us, and that allowed us to get back into the game.
What did you say to your players at half-time? Because after that brilliant save, they left gaps open on the left, and that's hard, isn't it, when you're being caught out just after you've taken a big opportunity like that?
When you play with against a team like that, you're always going to concede chances, and it's important to defend well for 90 minutes, and it's challenging and hard to do. But we needed to show resilience, and it was important not to concede that second goal that keep us into the game. And in the second half, we were believing more in ourselves. We started to put more tempo in our game. We started to win more second ball, and we had that kind of momentum. And Michael, we needed something special, and Michael delivered on the free kick, and I was really pleased, and I'm really pleased for the team, because so many games we didn't get what we deserved, but today I'm pleased for them, because that hard work, we get the points.